Hi, I write a blog called With the Exception of Taco Tuesdays, and I'll be posting these episodes there as well. My main purpose for the blog was to talk about my weight loss struggles and journey as I deal with something called polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS. And the reason why it was so important for me to talk about is because a lot of women struggle with it, and the main thing that is prescribed to battle PCOS is weight loss. But the hard thing is that it causes you to gain weight, and it causes you to hold on to weight. For instance, I could gain 10 pounds in a matter of a week. And it's not just water weight from going on a cruise or just overindulging. It is from not sticking to a strict diet, and that weight sometimes can take 2 months of hard work to get off. It's a struggle. So I thought I'd reach out to other women that were going through what I was going through, and to deal with some of the things that happen with PCOS, one of them being insulin resistance. I thought I would cut out white flour and sugar. But what I found out is that I still had all the cravings. I thought about these things daily, and it didn't seem like I could go a few days and just sort of get that out of my system, get it out of my thoughts. It was always there. And so I'd have a successful day, and then the next day by dinner time, I was just ready to cheat. And always with the best of intention. Always when I went to bed, I'd have the attitude of tomorrow's a brand new day, let's start over, let's do this. And it just wasn't happening. And I think my last blog entry was September 17th. I just got to a point where, I was tired of reporting the same weights that sort of floundered, within 5 pounds, not going anywhere. And this time I couldn't just blame it on the polycystic ovarian syndrome. I wasn't doing what I set out to do. Well, something happened since I stopped posting, probably a day or two after. My dad had a stroke, and then within a week he had another stroke, and it completely took away his eyesight. I talked to him on the phone the other day, and his voice, he still sounds just like my dad, but there's clearly some issues. You can tell you're talking to someone with a brain injury. The second stroke caused 3 brain bleeds. It's like he knows my brother and I have kids. He remembers who our children are, but for some reason he has it in his head that it's a different time period, and we're still teenagers. When I asked about how the hospital staff was treating him, he corrected me and said, "Oh no, I'm at your aunt's house," which isn't the case. He's at the hospital. One night he called my brother frantic with a plan worked out for my brother to come rescue him, because my dad had decided that he was being held against his will, I think at the sheriff's substation in Sacramento, when in fact he was at the hospital. And it's really weird to see someone so differently. The person who was, a disciplinarian in your life and a teacher and role model in your life, to now feel as if you are more aware than they are, more than them. It's weird. And what hit me the hardest was that right now my dad is almost exactly twice my age. And so I started to think about, I'm 31, and my dad's about to be 62. And I started to think about how, my life up until now, and how even especially as I get older, it feels like it's gone by really fast. And I thought, well, what if that same short amount of time, what if that was all I had left? Or what if that same amount of time from now, I lost my eyesight. I lost my awareness of reality. I, had to completely change a life that I had known for 62 years and become dependent on others, and it's scary. And I don't want my kids to ever feel like I'm feeling right now. I don't want them to ever feel like they're enslaved to genetics, that you can do something. So my husband and I started researching. We knew we at least, I had really kind of just basically fallen off the wagon. not doing what I set out to do with the blog that I had started writing. And we had just been a lot of late night binges, a lot of fun, And so we started doing research. We knew at least we wanted to do some sort of detox. And what we found to be just the healthiest thing out there that made the most sense to us after watching, countless YouTube videos and reading all kinds of blogs and watching documentaries was the vegan, raw, and living food diet. And basically, you eat, food in their most natural state. You eat fruits and veggies, seeds and sprouts. Nothing is to be heated over 116 degrees Fahrenheit. And, they say that certain enzymes and things that are very important, we basically destroy them when we cook them and even do, that amount of processing. So we thought we would try it. The more we know about it and the more we've experienced it, we think that we want to really consider making this our lifestyle. We started changing the way we ate on the 25th of September, and it's now October 7th. And what inspired me to actually do this video blog was because, I'm a real person, real things are happening to me. I wasn't raised to eat this way, and I'm having to totally educate myself and change my entire way of thinking. And I just wanted to maybe reach out to people that were experiencing the same. So we actually have already had a slip up, but we've moved on, and so I'm excited to tell you how it all goes and hopefully inspire some other people like us, who are real people, who weren't raised in a hippie commune, who maybe aren't that in touch with nature yet, but are curious, or, and maybe the people out there that have seen movies like Food, Inc. and maybe don't have such high convictions about animals. I mean, I love animals, but I think I have stronger convictions about what food does to my body. And so, maybe people that can identify with us a little bit. All right. Talk to you again soon.